I went down there one time. I'm like, man, what you doing? He's like, I'm selling this. He showed me a couple rocks. I'm like, what you selling, teeth? I didn't know what the fuck he was selling. It looked like some teeth to me. I'm like, man, fuck you, selling? Oh my God. They need you a dentist? I don't know. I aspired to be a gangster.
So you came up in the era of who was up there? Lil D. And,
Most definitely.
Yeah. So at what point did you get street poison?
I was in San Pablo City. Street poison, I was street poison from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as
getting active,
becoming a drug dealer, I was in San Pablo City, which is right next to Richmond. And a cat named Demetrius Leroy introduced me to crack cocaine. And I was wondering what he was doing down on the corner where my mama, we had just moved over there. Like, he was always standing outside, but he always had hella money on him. I went down there one time. I'm like, man, what you doing? He's like, I'm selling this. He showed me a couple rocks. I'm like, what you selling, teeth? I didn't know what the fuck he was selling. It looked like some teeth to me. I'm like, man, fuck you, selling? Oh my God. They need you a dentist? I don't know. No, but he's like, nah, man, it's cocaine, man. It's I said, man, I need some money. He said, go get $10. I went and stole $10 from my stepfather. Came back down there. He's like, okay, I'm gonna give you something. This for 20. He said, you can sell it for 20. You can stand right here and somebody gonna come by, ask you to buy some coke. This for $20. You doubled your money.
Yeah.
But I did that shit. I was hooked.
How old was you when you did that?
13.
Damn. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, 13.
Yeah.
And so, come to find out, I got a cousin balling. So I did that for a couple weeks. I called my cousin. I say, what's up? But when he come down there, bring me. And it was over after that. I surpassed him. The boy on the block selling the teeth, I surpassed him. I was fucking him up.
Yeah.
He started fucking with me. You know what I'm saying? And then, Richmond, I dibble-dabbled in Richmond. And then I still was green, though. Because I go to Oakland, my rock's this big. My brother them on 25th, he's a veteran. These niggas is veterans, man.
Yeah.
I got my shit wrapped up. This is a true story. What this nigga at? I got my shit wrapped up in a whole roll of toilet paper. He's like, man, what the fuck is you doing? I'm like, man, I got it.
Yeah.
He's like, you sure do. Give me this shit. Gave me some plastic bags and shit and razor blades and taught me how to do that shit and got me right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The block was rolling.
Right.
Shout out 25th and Foothill, man. We turned that motherfucker into the Carter.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? And man, yeah.
So how influential was because y'all had a lot of players up there in Oakland, a lot of niggas get money.
Yeah.
Did you aspired to get to them levels of the Lil D's and all of that?
I not with the money. I aspired to be a gangster. Like I was looking up to Hot Lips and Henry Scott and King D, Critty Bow, Isaac Elder, you know what I'm saying? All these dudes, man, and I wanted to be like them because, Cannon, when they said them nigga name, nigga shivered.
Where you think that came from, though? I mean, was it the environment that you was emulating, or was it, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause think about it.
I think it was a protection thing for me. It was like, okay, they didn't fuck with them niggas. What do you do not to get fucked with? Lil D them was funking and killing each other and doing all that though. Okay, that's cool, whatever, right? But they not fucking with these niggas. Ain't nobody coming around fucking with Hot Lips. Nobody ain't playing with him. Nobody playing with Henry Scott.
Right.
So that's who I wanted to be. I want don't come playing with me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
So what came first? The getting it, wanting to be a rapper, or the gangster shit, or wanting to be a gangster? Which one came first?
Gangster shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that gangster. It was like this here. I wanted to rap,
Mm-hmm.
but I was heavily influenced by that gangster shit.
Mm.
The attention that it got.
Yep.
It
Yep.
It excited me more.
Yeah, that becomes as addictive as making money. Yeah, because when you do some gangster shit and you get the adoration from your peers and shit,
right?
Yeah, that shit is addictive.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
Yeah, real talk.
Yeah.
So, so it's a other side to that gangster shit.
Yeah.
So, what was your first time having to go sit down?
I had been to juvenile hall. If you talking about graduating to prison,
mm-hmm.
I had shot up a police car.
So OG,
broad daylight.
OG, why did you shoot up the police car?
Who
shoots up a police car?
Me.
Okay. Why?
There's a lot of motherfuckers out there do that shit.
Yeah.
Well, he shouldn't have been over there, first of all.
Right, I agree.
We was on the drug turf selling drugs. What the fuck is you over here for? You a op.
That's a good reason.
You ain't my friend.
Fucking right.
You ain't the only motherfucker with a gun. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I love that you got no context. He said, "Yep, that's right." No context.
I know this dude.
I just wasn't
serious.
I wasn't afraid. I just wasn't afraid, man. I'm talking about, my brother said, man, you just fucked up the whole block.
Yeah, you made that bitch hot in the motherfucker.
Fucked up the money and everything.
You made it hot as shit.
Yeah. I should be on the roof with that AR-15.
Yeah.
And I didn't know what the fuck was wrong with me. Like people couldn't see me.
Right.
Mary had a little lamb.
Mm-hmm.
Her fleece was white as snow.
So let's go back.
I remember her.
You remember?
Yeah.
So let's go back. So we started talking about the street boys and having to sit down. And you had to sit down for allegedly with the cop shit, right? That was the first time.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So how long did you have to sit down for that?
I did 3 years.
Okay.
Yeah, I did 3 years. I was 19.
Damn.
At the time.
That's county, or they sent you to prison?
I went to prison.
Okay. Which facility?
I went to San Quentin.
Okay. So what was that like at 19? Because San Quentin is that
San Quentin was a cold spot, man. You know, it was old. Had a lot of old heads up in there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? At the time, it was Kumi, African Nation Organization, and the Black Guerrilla Family.
Yeah.
As far as the black organizations that was running the prison, I came up in there agreeing to that shit too.
Mm-hmm. I
didn't care about none of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I immediately got into it with the Jama cats, the Kumi cats. You know what I mean? And
did you have to get out in there? I mean, with the stickings and all
definitely.
That? Yeah.
Most definitely. Mm-hmm. Immediately.
Wow. That's because they was trying to press you to be down with them, that kind of shit?
Well, it wasn't no pressing me about nothing. Mm-hmm. Like, it was asking me and getting their answer. But I came across a cat named Dwight Elder who was a gangster. Mm-hmm. And I liked his style, man. And they was part of Kumi African Nation Organization. Mm-hmm. And he sat down with me and he gave me the doctrine. He was real educated. He was a real educated thug. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I started migrating toward that until I finally made a decision to fuck with it.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Doctrine, what specifically?
Like the rules and regulations that govern the organization.
Okay.
So the history behind why the organization was created and what is our plan. You know what I mean? And I dug it. There was never really no structure in my life. I was Zoe the Roaster. You know what I mean? And that's what I went by. I set my own rules, you know, and you know, it was reckless.
Yeah.
It was reckless. And so once I got an understanding of what it was, I started to like that. And I involved myself in it and shot to the top fast.
Yeah. Within that organization.
Within the organization.
Yeah. So what was the craziest thing you witnessed in San Quentin? Because I know San Quentin, it's up. So
I witnessed a cat named Tiequon Cox. He's from the 60's.
Okay.
In Los Angeles.
Mm-hmm.
I witnessed him break his handcuffs.
Really?
Yeah, so he's on death row. So they would put I had broke somebody's jaw.
Mm-hmm.
So they put me in the adjustment center.
Mm-hmm.
And I was right next door to him. He was in there for a double homicide or whatever, you know what I'm saying, that they charged him with or whatever. And he worked out a lot, man, and the boy was buff, you know what I'm saying, and you know, real smart. Nigga wouldn't talk to me till I won a chess game, you know, and they took him out in handcuffs one time, and they was talking to him and talking shit to him, and he just popped them. Like
Really?
the handcuff.
Really?
Like, man, y'all think I can't come up? Pop! I was like, ooh. That nigga popped them handcuffs like
Damn.
that. I say, man, I ain't never seen no shit like that in my life.
I'm holding court, standing trial. Why ain't I see you round back when I was down? Karma's on the way. What goes around comes around. Karma's on the way. There's nothing you could do now. You gotta pay.